Hello, everyone. It's your host, Get Good Fox, and it's State of Decay 2 news time. Super fresh news. This is coming from the Reddit for State of Decay 2, and it comes from the Discord of State of Decay 2. These patch notes have, I guess you'd call them updates or patch notes, have been posted by their developer Undead Jawa. It's so fresh that it's not even on the list of the patch notes on their website, but I can confirm that the weapon they added, it's already in the game. You can get it right now, so I'm pretty sure it's real. Anyways, let's read the notes. Mask up for, well, first off, apparently update 27 is available in the public test realm. That would be the beta branch for State of Decay 2. No idea what's in there. No news on that just yet. Anyways, mask up for Halloween. To celebrate the zombies' favorite holiday, we're adding 3 new Halloween masks to everyone's closet. All you have to do is load up your community between October 25th and November 1st. I'm reading this to you on like the 3rd of October, so we've got some ways to go. And you'll automatically receive Scarecrow Mask. You'll scare off more than crows with this terrifying mask designed by the Grim Stitch Factory. Then there's the Jack-o'-lantern mask. Light up the night with this frightful mask. Sounds like it's going to have some glowing effects on it. Hockey mask, perfect for scaring horny teenagers at a slumber party. Definitely have to use a machete while wielding it. And of course, you can also grab the Halloween costumes from the previous years. The swine and bovine mask and the outfit are unlocked if you play before November 1st. The cannibal mechanic mask and outfit and the skeleton hoodie are still part of the Fearsome Footage bounty pack, which returned on October 1st. Footage got 9% more fearsome. Speaking of the fearsome footage pack, we've managed to sneak just one more movie-inspired weapon into the collection, the Choppah. This razor-sharp machete is surprisingly easy to use, making it the right weapon when there's something out there waiting for you. Obviously, a reference to Arnold Schwarzenegger, "Get to the chopper" from Predator. Lost weapons revealed. In our previous update, we slipped several new weapons into the general loot table without any fanfare. For players who are interested, here is the list of weapons that were in last month. The M590 Sea and Sky shotgun, the Naval 590A1 sports anti-corrosion treatments, and some nice ergonomic add-ons. Back on the island, I knew a guy who carried one of these, swore it never let him down. Sergeant Killahana Young, he was a guy from the Lifeline expansion. Classic SKS rifle. It's not the prettiest weapon you'll find, but thanks to its durability and the millions churned out over the past half century plus, odds are you'll find one sooner or later. Corporal Maya Torres, character from the original campaign. PPQ M2, a modern polymer design with great ergonomics and a finely tuned trigger pull. I carried one of these back when I was in the Special Forces, but that's all I'm allowed to say about those days. Nigel Meredith, we know him from the radio. The USC Carbine, the badass civilian sibling of the UMP. This rifle hits harder and louder and probably has a couple tattoos to boot. Even if you don't kill your target on the first shot, you'll likely knock it down or at least rip its arm off. Kelly Eldridge Esquire, aka Sasquatch. Blackhawk 45 revolver, a beautiful modern replica of a classic cowboy-style revolver. Not for everyone, but if you're looking to make a statement, it's nice to have a hard-hitting iron on your hip. Helena Cruz. Can't remember who... Wait, no, she's from Heartland. Gladius. Dude, this sword is legendary. It's like the one the guy used in the movie. You know where he played the gladiator? What was that movie called again? Damn, that was good shit. Brock, also from Heartland. Kanabo. This iron-studded war club may not look as deadly as a katana, but the samurai who used to carry these back in the day would differ. Gurabani Kar. She's specifically from the State of Decay Year 1 re-release. Red Talon experiments. In response to players' request that Red Talon hero bonuses become more predictable, we have experimentally cut the following traits from future Red Talon recruits. The Dead Zone Runner, which grants the Reconnaissance hero bonus. Consul Officer, which grants the Ode Favors hero bonus. Diehard Veteran grants the Utility Vest hero bonus. Vigil Guard grants sleeping in shifts hero bonus. This means that without these 4 hero bonuses competing for space on the character sheet, your Red Talon recruits will consistently have hero bonuses associated with the traits that determine their 5th skill. We're hoping this will improve the experience of strategizing around these recruits and their capabilities. That's overall a really good bonus, because the better you can predict things, especially because a lot of these you can live without them, but some of the Red Talon characters just have like really good ones. Like the Hacker has a 20% reduction in radio cooldowns, and that's like really, really good, especially if you can like predictably get it. Quality of life improvements. We've also continued our quest to make State of Decay 2 more fun in all... I would hope you would do that in all sorts of ways. With every single update, check out the tweaks and improvements below. Vehicles. We identified and fixed a major cause of the problem where repairing a vehicle would cause it to float around the world or fly around in the air. Did you? That one's been around for a while. Definitely keep an eye out for this one, because we would love to confirm whether it is really and truly gone, or if we have more potential causes to track down. Yeah, so that's the bug where your vehicle could get like haunted by ghosts, which maybe this is the wrong time to fix it, but you would get haunted by ghosts and just start like driving around on its own, going underground, flying through the air. Sometimes you get multiple cars like combining together, flying through the air. It was really like, it was weird. You can now cram twice as many of a given item into each slot of a vehicle's inventory. That means 2 toolkits, 6 fuel bombs, 80 bullets, weapons, and rucksacks don't stack. The Screamer no longer breaks phantom versions of your car windows again and again across multiple screens. The first time those windows break, they now stay broken, at least until you like reload the game. A missing or repair your vehicle. A missing passenger door will no longer cause an AI passenger to slither continuously back and forth in the front and rear seats, as fun as that was to watch. Entering the right rear seat of a vehicle now results in your character slithering all the way up to the driver's seat instead of stopping short at the passenger seat. User interface. Defeated Plagueheart husks now appear on the map screen until they are fully looted. Oh my, now I don't have to worry about having bad memory. Hovering on the icon will give you an accounting of what remains to be scavenged. Freaks that are integrated into hordes now show up separately on the minimap alongside the horde icon, so you can clock incoming bloaters and ferals. Yeah, originally it just showed the horde icon, but who knows? It could have just been like 3 blood ferals, and it would have been like egg on your, or like feral on your face. Community save slots now display the name of the map where the community currently lives. We fixed a bug that was causing facility actions to report durations that were 1 minute higher than their actual durations. The gas station jackets now have accurate color swatches to help you identify them at a glance in the closet. Retailer-specific radio commands that summon exclusive supply drops, and vehicles now do a much better job of characterizing what is about to be delivered. The greedy Daybreak technician is no longer hoarding multiple in-world icons to appear above their head. One is enough. Controls. The repair action at the supply locker is now consistent for weapons in your inventory and weapons in your locker. By default, this is hold A on the controller or hold C on the keyboard. Characters can no longer leap from ladders, as we found this was primarily done by accident and from very high places. Players using the old-school combined dodge-stealth combo button can now interrupt their aim by dodging again, just like they used to. Okay, so that should make the pyro launcher easier to use. The sprint action no longer interrupts aiming unless you have toggle aim options switched on. If you have rebound your throw while grappling action to the same button as your aim action, you will no longer release a grappled zombie and aim your gun at it when you meant to throw it. This will probably only help one specific player. You're welcome, Matt. Zombies. Zombies can no longer see through wooden fences, cars, or doors. This should make stealth a lot more intuitive, especially in denser environments. Thanks to Gouda Buddha for noticing this. Zombies will now spawn in buildings before you enter the building. This means that you can predict what you'll encounter before entering buildings, and you shouldn't get ambushed by sudden spawns nearly as frequently while inside, but it's nearly as frequently, so you still might. Also, sheds no longer guaranteed to be safe. Enter at your own risk. Outposts. Skill training actions at upgraded outposts can now be performed either at the base or in person at the outpost. The overpriced hot dog stand and the freaky garage in Trumbull Valley no longer claim to be outposts when they are not. The Army medical tent near Jurassic Junction can now be claimed as an outpost. We closed an exploit that allowed players to use the Wind Farm's labor-intensive strategy without sufficient labor. Bases and facilities, we reworked the sturdy bunkhouse at the farmland compound to fix an annoying issue with passive activation pop-ups happening too frequently. Now you'll have full control over whether you want to use it as a 6-bed or an 8-bed with the -5 morale. Crafting actions at the biochem station now correctly award the skill experience that they say they do. Base defenders can now successfully climb up into the sniper tower built at Camp Kellenquah. We fixed an issue that was causing community members to walk in circles at the farmland compound. We improved the way that base facility icons are displayed, especially at unusual aspect ratios. Parking slots now have visible icons even when you are outside the base. Missions. We loosened up the spawning requirements for trade depot traders, so hopefully you should find radio commands to some of them much more reliable than they were before. So yeah, they could get clogged up by having too many enclaves and you'd have to get rid of some originally. Plague zombies now reliably appear in the initial medical emergency mission when you are searching the nearby ruins for plague samples to manufacture your first cure, even if you've already scouted the place. You can now threaten the Enclave from Warlord Weapons for All even after the mission is over if you're tired of their overpriced garbage. Alexis Carter now leaves... No, I want to say something about Warlord's Weapons for All. The most annoying thing about it is they have all these cool weapons, and when you kill them, their weapons all just disappear. It's like, wasn't that the whole point of wanting to get rid of them? It is taking their guns, but you don't get, and you just get normal drops. I think that's BS. Alexis Carter now leaves when you ask her to, whenever she ventures out of Trumbull Valley to trade on the other maps. Early builder, sheriff, and warlord missions no longer automatically pin themselves over your other ongoing missions. That's annoying. That actually annoyed me a lot when that happened. Other stuff. Stacks of items are now re-merged in your inventory when you select a skill specialization that increase their limits. We've killed all remaining uses of the slow animation for picking up items off the ground. No more running into one particular item that seems much harder to pick up than others. The benefits to ammo stacks for having the assault skill are now being correctly applied to multiplayer clients. We've removed Red Talon weapons and the Timberwolf from the rare weapon container loot table, and those weapons were available from other sources and thus more disappointing to roll at random. We increased the cooldown on the dialogue line that explains that you cannot claim a site within Plague territory. We suspect that everyone gets it now, and it was getting repetitive. I think they should just remove it on Lethal Zone altogether, because, it's Lethal Zone. We also fixed numerous minor issues with environment art, collision, navigation, and character outfits. So there are the patch notes. Like I said, they read just like real patch notes. We're ahead of the curve now, boys. I don't even know if this is update 27 or if this is update 26 point something. I'm just going to leave it as 26.x, and then I will add the number in or rename it completely in the event that it winds up being something completely different. But those are the patch notes. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. You can get that Choppah weapon. I checked out the stats. Looks like it's not a terrible weapon. Also, I did notice that in the Undead Lab streams, they have been kind of repeatedly saying that, some of these weapons we're making are a creative usage of existing assets because we don't have as many resources as we originally had. And I think that is a pretty good allusion to the idea that when Homecoming was completed, most of the State of Decay 2 team has probably been moved over to State of Decay 3. I don't know for sure. That's speculative. But I do think that is not an unreasonable interpretation of what they said. So I believe what that translates to is I think we'll still see more updates for State of Decay 2, but we probably won't see like new models, new animations, things that require like the full team to do, because I believe they've left sort of a skeleton crew to watch over State of Decay 2 and, you know, add in things that don't require the entire team to do. Anyways, that's what I believe. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Tell me on a scale 1 to 10 where 1 is not scary at all and 10 is so scary you wouldn't even go to that movie or play that game. Way super scary. Let me know on a scale 1 to 10 how you think the Undead Labs are doing with evolving the game down in the comment section. Like the video if it was informative. Subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.